own David Pingalore is live in Toronto. He's been in the trenches all day. It looked a little sweaty at Media Day. Ping, how's it going?
Yeah, we were downstairs. It's like the basement here at Rogers Center. They called the Sky Dome once before when the Blue Jays won the last time they were in the World Series. That was 32 years ago. But now they call it Rogers Center, yes. Media Day was crazy. We even had a surprise guest helping us out to get us to the front of the line. That was Eric Spillman. We had him on with us, obviously. He's part of our morning show, but he's here for coverage tomorrow morning and Saturday morning. So he gave me a little helping hand with Shohei. On the field out there to my right, or right as I face the field to my right now, that's the Dodgers. They are out here. You can see just between home plate and first base. We'll get Eddie to zoom in a little bit. The skipper, Dave Roberts, there. He's having a little chit-chat session as they are out here for the next 90 or so minutes. The Blue Jays walked off of this field about an hour ago for their workout for Game 1 tomorrow night at 5 o'clock Pacific time. Blake Snell will get the ball for that game, and he had a heck of a first game in Milwaukee with his 10 strikeouts, but you can see the guys running out there in right field to center field just warming up. They're going to take a lot of batting practice here. And Saturday night, Game 2 will be Yoshinobu Yamamoto. But let's start with the man that's clinched it all, the NLCS MVP. That would be Shohei Ohtani with those 10 strikeouts, 3 home runs, and that scrum of media running around everywhere. We were able to get up front and get this.
そうですね。対戦相手のチーム、今まで対戦してきた。
We played against a lot of really good teams coming up to this World Series, but most importantly, I'm really confident with this current Dodger team. We've bonded really strongly with each other, and so I'm hoping that that will be expressed on the field.
To defend the World Series is difficult, but you got here to do that. This team's playing at a high level. Obviously still in sync. What kind of all came together here to get it here?
Yeah, it's just it's a really special group. Talented guys, work hard, just come together as a team. We're all pulling for each other. We're all helping each other out. Playing really good baseball at the time. So just excited to be here. Excited the chance to repeat. Yeah, we're ready to go.
And Alex Vesia, he is not with the team. The team did put out a statement not that long ago. He is a big part of this pitching rotation from the bullpen aspect, and they were saying in a statement they were deeply saddened that Alex Vesia is not here and dealing with a deeply personal matter with he and his wife. So obviously that is something that just broke in the last hour. He is very critical when it comes to the pitching staff coming out of the bullpen. He's been part of this team for this past season and these big moments, but he is not here. But the team is here, and they are ready to go. They are all fired up down there on that media day. They're used to it. The Blue Jays are not, obviously, but the Dodgers did it a year ago. They did it 5 years ago when they were in the World Series in Texas, the COVID World Series. So they had that experience, and they are nearly 2-1 favorites, guys, to win the Fall Classic. But games 1 and 2 here, games 3 and 4, 5 if necessary, will be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and they are hoping they win the World Series and not have to come back here for a Game 6 or a 7. I think I got it all covered for you.
Yeah. Good stuff, Ping.
And we're hoping all the best for Vesia. Hard to hear that news just before the first game, but thanks, Ping. And fans are getting hyped up for Game 1 with a World Series pep rally out in Santa Monica. Look at Carlos Salcedo.
Oh, yeah.
Looking good.
Dresses the part. Most handsome Dodgers reporter we have. Come on.
Oh, wow. I'm
I
flattered,
hope Ping's
John.
not
Thank
on
you so
delay
much for
still.
that. I will say, that this is way better than being stuck in Toronto, right? Better than being in Canada, for sure. But we are in the heart of Santa Monica at 3rd Street Promenade, where a blue wave of Dodger fans will be coming down here. The stage is set, as you can see here, for this giant pep rally. It starts at 6 o'clock, but they're still getting things ready. They're getting the audio ready. You'll be able to meet some former Dodger legends like Steve Garvey. But there's already some cool things you could do. Check out where people are doing. They're getting some selfies along this giant baseball. It has the official World Series logo. So a lot of cool things to check out. Baseball fever is overtaking Santa Monica's 3rd Street Promenade. This 8-foot-tall baseball carved out of foam, complete with the official World Series logo, is the centerpiece of the city's We Believe in Blue pep rally.
We had 50 hours complete between the time that we got the foam and we were putting it on a truck. It's just exciting, it's so much fun, and everybody needs, something to be excited and happy about.
Dodger fans are hyped up about the boys in blue returning to the World Series as they aim to win back-to-back titles. Game 1 starts this Friday in Toronto against the Blue Jays. Foot traffic has been busy at the nearby Dodgers clubhouse. Fans getting their hands on official Dodgers merchandise.
A lot of people have their swag on. Why did you decide to come in today?
Because I just need more swag. I mean, it's a new year. I got the blue hat. I wanted the white one now. I think we're gonna probably win it in 4 or 5. So I just want to be prepared for all the swag that I'm gonna need to wear.
So you're pretty confident then?
I am. This postseason, they've been unstoppable.
No surprise, anything with Shohei Ohtani's name and number has been flying off store shelves.
Of course, everyone's excited. I mean, hopefully we get the back-to-back W. Obviously, everyone's cheering for Ohtani. We got a lot of Japanese fans. Top seller, his jerseys everywhere, his face is everywhere.
Yeah, so one of those jerseys will run you about $160, so it is not cheap. But you know what is cheap? The pep rally out here in Santa Monica, 3rd Street Promenade. Again, it starts at 6, from 6 to 8. And like I said, you can meet some former Dodger players, including Steve Garvey. So people are just barely starting to arrive here. But look at the giant baseball here, 8 feet tall, World Series on it. You could take selfies, and they have a pen too, so you could even put your signature down. So a lot of cool things to check out, guys. I hope you have your tickets for Game 3 here at Dodger Stadium. I'll send it back to you guys.
We want to see Carlos sign it live. So next hour, get a Sharpie.
I need to get a pen. Next hour, yeah, a Sharpie. I just have this little pen, so it's not going to do me any good. So next hour, we'll make it official.
Sounds good, Carlos. Thank you. And KTLA will bring you live World Series coverage over the next few days. Our very own Chip Yost and Eric Spillman will be joining Ping in Toronto. We have highlights, post-game reaction from games 1 and 2, all right here on KTLA 5.
And breaking news at this hour, a short time ago, the suspect accused of setting a fire that led to the most destructive wildfires in Southern California made his first appearance in a Los Angeles courtroom. Jonathan Rinderneck pleaded not guilty to 3 charges in connection to the Pacific Palisades fire that destroyed thousands of homes and took the lives of 12 people.
Let's get right out to KTLA's Alina Abovian live from downtown LA with more on this afternoon's developments. Hi, Alina.
Hi there, Sam and John. That's right. The defendant, 29-year-old Jonathan Rinderneck, this was his first court appearance here in Los Angeles, his arraignment, and he did take a not guilty plea. He appeared in front of the judge for about 15 to 20 minutes, and a lot transpired between that time. So take a look at this. This is the defendant. Just before the arraignment began, Rinderneck interrupted proceedings, asking the judge, quote, "Can I actually say something about detainment?" He appeared frustrated and confused. His attorney immediately requested a short recess before the hearing continued. Defense attorney Michael Haney told the court his client has no history of mental illness or substance abuse and no prior criminal record. The defense's main argument is that Rinderneck is charged for a fire that erupted a week after the smaller blaze he allegedly set, known as the Lockman fire, and that he should not be blamed for the massive Palisades fire that followed. Haney instead shifted blame toward the Los Angeles Fire Department, saying firefighters failed to completely extinguish the original fire, which investigators believe later smoldered underground before reigniting. According to the federal criminal complaint, Rinderneck started the Lockman fire in the early morning hours of January 1st, shortly after finishing a shift as an Uber driver. The acting U.S. attorney said 2 of his passengers told investigators he appeared agitated and angry that night. After dropping off a passenger in the Pacific Palisades, prosecutors say he parked nearby and tried but failed to contact a former friend shortly before the first flames were reported. The blaze reignited nearly a week later, growing into what we now know as the Palisades Fire, which burned more than 23,000 acres, destroyed nearly 7,000 structures and killed 12 people. The judge today denied bond, continuing a prior detention order from Florida, meaning Rinderneck will remain in custody with no bail.
But I think what you saw was just a great deal of frustration from him. He's a young man. He's not really clear why he's in jail, and he has a lot of frustration and anxiety right now. I don't think it was anything unusual or unordinary. As a defense attorney, I kind of like to see that kind of emotion from a client. It makes me understand or feel that they truly believe that they're innocent, and that's kind of what you saw in the courtroom today. They're trying to associate and blame him for a fire that he was possibly associated with in January 1st, the Lockman fire, with a fire that occurred 7 days later, which is the Palisades fire. Their whole theory is that the Palisades fire was a reignition of the Lockman fire. Well, what about what happened between January 1st and January 7th? Jonathan wasn't out there with a fire hose putting that fire out at the Lockman location. The fire department was.
Now, what we can expect next, we're told that on November 12th, there will be a status conference, and on December 16, the jury trial has been set. That is the very latest.